The Toyota Tacoma has built a legacy that few trucks can match. For decades, it has been the go-to choice for drivers who value reliability, toughness, and go-anywhere capability. Among all its configurations, the V6 model has remained a popular option, especially for those who demand power for towing, performance on rugged trails, and long-term dependability. But now, as we move into 2025, and the mid-size truck market continues to heat up with new offerings from Ford, Chevrolet, Nissan, and others, the question arises, is the Toyota Tacoma V6 still a smart buy today? Let's dig deep into this iconic truck and examine where it stands now. We'll explore everything from performance and off-road capabilities to fuel efficiency, value retention, and expert-backed insights on how it compares to newer competitors. The Tacomas Heritage and the role of the V6. The Toyota Tacoma didn't earn its reputation overnight. Over the years, it has earned loyalty through sheer reliability and a commitment to function over frills. First launched in 1995, it became known as the truck that could withstand the test of time. Whether it's used on construction sites, in mountain trails, or for daily driving, the Tacoma rarely quits. Central to that legacy has been the 3.5-liter V6 engine, an upgrade over the 4-cylinder for those needing extra power. It produces 278 horsepower and 265 pound-feet of torque, offering a significant advantage when towing or hauling heavy loads. The V6 is especially popular among outdoor enthusiasts and tradespeople because it strikes a balance between durability and capability. Performance and driving experience. What you can expect from behind the wheel, the Tacoma V6 feels like a truck built for real-world work. It's not lightning quick, but it's confident in all the right ways. The naturally aspirated V6 delivers power predictably, and whether you choose the automatic or the available manual transmission, shifts are solid and mechanical. On city roads, the Tacoma feels sturdy, although some drivers might find the suspension a bit stiff, especially compared to smoother options like the Honda Ridgeline. On the highway, it cruises comfortably, though engine noise can be more noticeable at higher speeds. Where it really comes alive, however, is in off-road conditions. Industry experts consistently praise the Tacoma V6 for its trail readiness. The TRD Off-Road and TRD Pro trims are particularly built for rugged environments. These models include upgraded shocks, crawl control, terrain modes, locking differentials, and skid plates. All of these components give the Tacoma a serious edge when climbing rocks, fording streams, or navigating muddy backcountry paths. Automotive reviewer Ryan Douthit describes the Tacoma as the most authentically off-road capable mid-size truck you can buy without aftermarket mods, reinforcing the truck's appeal to adventurers and overlanders. Fuel economy, a key drawback. If there's one area where the V6 Tacoma falls behind newer rivals, it's fuel economy. With a combined average of around 20 to 21 miles per gallon, it's not the most efficient option in its class. Competitors like the Ford Ranger and Chevy Colorado, both of which use turbocharged 4-cylinder engines, tend to deliver better mileage while still offering solid power. In city driving, the Tacoma averages 18 to 19 mpg, while highway mileage typically hovers around 22 to 24 mpg, depending on trim and drivetrain configuration. While these numbers aren't terrible, they're no longer competitive in a market that's trending toward efficiency without sacrificing capability. Still, for many Tacoma buyers, this isn't a deal breaker. As mechanic and YouTube personality Scotty Kilmer puts it, Tacomas aren't about gas mileage. They're about building something that lasts 300,000 miles without blowing the head gasket. Interior and features. Outdated but functional. One of the biggest criticisms of the Tacoma V6 is its interior. Compared to its peers, it feels noticeably dated. The materials are durable but basic. Plenty of hard plastics, a utilitarian dashboard, and few soft-touch surfaces. While this works for a truck aimed at rugged use, it doesn't meet the expectations of today's tech-savvy and comfort-conscious buyers. The infotainment system has been updated to include an 8-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but it's not the most intuitive or responsive interface out there. Some newer competitors offer more seamless connectivity, larger screens, and better voice control systems. Seating is another sore spot. Front seats offer a commanding view of the road and decent support, but taller drivers may find the legroom tight. In the back, rear seat passengers in the double cab may also feel cramped, and the smaller access cab is even more limited. Where the Tacoma does win points is its visibility, practical layout, and durable build. Everything inside feels like it was made to withstand abuse. Rainy boots, construction dust, gear bags, and keep going. Towing and payload capabilities. Towing capacity is a major reason many buyers opt for the V6 version of the Tacoma. With the proper setup, it can tow up to 6,800 pounds and carry a payload of nearly 1,440 pounds. This puts it in the middle of the mid-size truck class. It may not match the max towing of the Ford Ranger or Chevy Colorado, both of which exceed 7,000 pounds, but it's more than capable for most real-world tasks. Whether you're hauling a trailer, pulling a boat, or loading the bed with supplies, the Tacoma V6 performs consistently well. It may not have the turbocharged torque of newer rivals, but what it offers is predictable power that isn't prone to breakdowns. According to mechanical engineer David Tracy, the Tacoma is overbuilt for its class. The drivetrain is simple and doesn't rely on complex components that can fail under heavy loads. Resale value and long-term ownership. Here's where the Tacoma truly sets itself apart. Resale value. Data from Kelley Blue Book and IC Cars consistently shows that the Tacoma retains more of its value than almost any vehicle on the market, regardless of segment. Even after 5 years, it typically holds onto 70% or more of its original value. For comparison, other mid-size trucks may lose 40 to 50% of their value over the same time period. This strong resale performance is largely thanks to Toyota's reputation for reliability. Many Tacoma owners report minimal maintenance issues well past the 200,000-mile mark. The V6 powertrain, in particular, has proven to be durable, with very few widespread issues or recalls. Long-term owner forums are filled with stories of Tacomas that have survived cross-country road trips, daily commutes, harsh winters, and trail duty, all without major repairs. It's a track record that's hard to ignore, especially when evaluating total cost of ownership. ASE-certified mechanic Alex Taylor sums it up well. You can buy a cheaper truck or a newer-looking one, but 5 years down the road, you'll be wishing you had gone with the Tacoma. Competitor analysis. How the Tacoma measures up. The mid-size truck market is more competitive than ever, and each rival brings something unique to the table. The Ford Ranger has a turbocharged 2.3-liter engine that offers better fuel economy and more towing capability. Its cabin is more modern, and its ride quality is better on pavement. However, some long-term reliability concerns and less off-road capability may steer buyers back toward the Tacoma. Chevrolet's Colorado features a powerful 2.7-liter turbo engine and a refreshed interior that looks sharp and feels more upscale. It's a great all-around truck with impressive off-road chops in the ZR2 trim. But again, Chevrolet's long-term reliability reputation doesn't match Toyota's. Nissan's Frontier has recently been updated with a new 3.8-liter V6 engine that rivals the Tacoma's output. It's also quieter on the road and features better seats. Still, the Tacoma wins when it comes to off-road options and aftermarket support. The Honda Ridgeline offers the smoothest ride in the class and a clever in-bed trunk system. But it's more of a crossover with a bed than a traditional body-on-frame truck. It can't match the Tacoma's trail or towing capabilities. In short, each competitor beats the Tacoma in one or two areas, but none outshine it across the board, especially when factoring in resale value, off-road strength, and reliability. Should you still buy a V6 Tacoma in 2025? There's no denying that the Tacoma V6 isn't the most cutting-edge truck in its class. It's not the most fuel-efficient, the most luxurious, or even the most powerful anymore. But it does remain one of the most balanced and trustworthy options on the market. If you value a truck that will last well into six-figure mileage, one that will hold its value long after the last payment, and one that can tackle real off-road terrain with confidence, then the Tacoma V6 still deserves a hard look. Buyers who prioritize sleek design, better mileage, or plush interiors may be better served by other options, but they'll likely pay the price in long-term upkeep, lower resale, or limited off-road performance. Final thoughts from experts and enthusiasts. Experts continue to agree that the Tacoma V6 is one of the few trucks that lives up to its marketing promise. It's dependable, capable, and battle-tested, and while it may not win any beauty contests, it's built for those who care more about what a truck can do than how it looks in a dealership showroom. If you're still wondering whether the Tacoma V6 is right for you, ask yourself a few questions. Will you be using your truck for off-road adventures? Do you plan on keeping it for 10+ years? Is reliability more important than infotainment systems? Do you want a truck with some of the best resale value on the market? If you answered yes to most of those, then the V6 Tacoma is still very much worth it in 2025. We want to hear from you. Have you owned or test-driven a Tacoma V6? Thinking about getting one soon? Drop a comment below with your thoughts and experiences. And if you're looking for comparisons with other top midsize trucks, don't miss our deep dive into the best trucks for off-roading in 2025.